today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now 1st down carry by Sanders, well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for Sanders last week: 22 carries, 127 yards, and a score.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's Sanders. He can't get him down. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game too.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and it's 3rd and 5. Hurts to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. These two teams had met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll run for the 1st time with Antonio Gibson. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick slings this deep from McLaurin. And incomplete on the deep ball. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. They'll look to set up his blockers. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Dumping it off for Johnson. They find some open field here. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Fitzpatrick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Hurts throw taken in here by Fulgham. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenneth Gainwell. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Kenneth Gainwell who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Throwing Fitzpatrick. He gets it to Thomas. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion. And this one is incomplete. That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Fitzpatrick's throw complete there to Thomas. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Fitzpatrick now. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Gibson here running out of the gun. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard. Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously, for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith as the first half is winding down. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. Hurts will throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Kind of an odd schedule this year. These 2 teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. To throw is Fitzpatrick. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Milton Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
flag down. He goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here comes Rager. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. Broken tackle.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson busts through the tackle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st down, Johnson. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles continue to roll. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will extend this big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the touchdown run came from Kerryon Johnson to cap things off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's got it to Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. 75 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On first down, it's Johnson. Sheds off the tackle. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 2nd down, Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Caught on the slant. Touchdown! Jalen Reagor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are pouring it on. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Returnable for Dorsett. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. To throw again on 2nd down, Fitzpatrick. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Tressway now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this returnable for Reagor. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, right at the 30. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 115 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Johnson running right. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. It's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. 2nd and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Alex Singleton. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense back out there. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being persistent.
And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. One last shot now for Fitzpatrick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.